All right, let's talk about it. That constant nagging urge to check your phone. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? That little pull we all feel. But what's really going on there? Together, we're going to dive deep into this powerful thing called FOMO. Yep, the fear of missing out. So let me just start by asking you this. Have you ever felt that buzz in your pocket only to reach down and realize your phone isn't even there? Or you pull it out and nothing. It's such a weird feeling, isn't it? Well, if you have, trust me, you are so not alone. In fact, it's incredibly common. Get this, a full 80% of us say we felt those phantom vibrations. I mean, think about that. This isn't just some psychological quirk we all share. It's a real physical sensation that shows just how deeply these devices are wired into our actual nervous systems. Now, here is the most crucial thing to understand. If you feel this constant pull, it is not a personal failure. It is not a sign that you have weak self-control. This whole thing, it's happening by design. It's kind of a perfect storm of our ancient human brains meeting some very, very smart modern technology. And at the very heart of this whole feeling is a concept you've definitely heard of, FOMO. And yeah, the term itself is pretty new. It only made it into the dictionary back in 2013. But the feeling it describes, that deep, primal anxiety, oh, that's as old as we are. And this definition really gets to the heart of it. FOMO isn't just about, being bummed that you missed a party. It's that nagging, persistent feeling that somewhere out there, other people are having more fun, more rewarding experiences. And that anxiety just pushes you, it compels you to stay glued to your screen, just in case. And wow, is this feeling widespread? I mean, look at this, almost 70% of millennials say they experience FOMO. But it's not just them. Over half of all social media users feel this way, which really makes it one of the defining emotions of our time. So, the big question is, why? Why does FOMO have such a powerful, tight grip on all of us? Well, to understand that, we have to go back in time. Like way back. Because this isn't some new flaw in our character. It's an ancient feature, hardwired into our brains for one reason: survival. Think about it like this. For our ancestors, being part of a group wasn't just nice, it was everything, literally life or death. If you were left out of the tribe, you'd miss crucial information about where to find food or how to stay safe from predators. Your brain evolved to treat being left out as a genuine 5-alarm threat. Okay, so how does that ancient fear turn into this modern habit of checking our phones all the time? Well, it's all about this simple but incredibly powerful loop. It starts with a cue. Maybe you're bored or a little bit lonely. That's the trigger. That triggers the routine. You check your phone. And then you get the reward. A like, a new message, something interesting. And your brain gets a little hit of dopamine that basically says, hey, that felt good. Let's do that again. But here's the real kicker. The thing that makes this so insanely addictive, it's the type of reward. See, something like a paycheck is predictable. But our phones, they work like a slot machine. It's a variable reward. Sometimes you check and there's nothing, but other times you hit the social jackpot, an exciting message, a bunch of likes. You never know when you'll win, and that unpredictability is precisely what keeps us hooked, pulling that lever over and over again. So we have this ancient brain that is terrified of being left out and is a total sucker for unpredictable rewards. Now let's look at how today's technology is built from the ground up to intentionally hijack those exact vulnerabilities. A huge part of this is what's called the highlight reel effect. You open your phone and you are immediately hit with this stream of absolute perfection. Amazing vacations, new job promotions, flawless family photos. And we're comparing our own messy, real behind-the-scenes lives to everyone else's greatest hits. Of course we feel like we're falling short. It's an impossible comparison. And the apps themselves are masters at pouring gasoline on this fire. The algorithms learn what makes you feel envious or anxious, and then they show you more of it. The infinite scroll means there's no natural stopping point. those little red notification dots, they create a psychological urgency that's almost impossible to ignore. And the whole system of likes and followers, it turns our social lives into a competition. And the results of this constant hijacking? The average person checks their phone 96 times every single day. Let that sink in for a second. That is once every 10 minutes that we are awake. Our ancient survival instinct has been cleverly turned against us to just keep us scrolling. So that's the problem. It's a powerful combination of our own psychology and technology that's designed to exploit it. But, and this is a big but, the good news is there is a solution. There's an antidote, and it all begins with a simple but profound shift in perspective. Meet JOMO, the joy of missing out. This is this radical, empowering idea that there is genuine pleasure to be found in disconnecting. It's about finding satisfaction in being fully present in your own life, right here, right now, rather than being a constant anxious spectator in everyone else's. And this chart illustrates the choice we have perfectly. Look at the FOMO column. It's driven by scarcity, by what you don't have. It's all about anxiety and what other people think. But then you look to the right at JOMO. Its driver is contentment. Its state is presence. Its focus is on your own internal values. It's a huge shift from being reactive to what the world shows you to being intentional about the life you're actually living. Okay, so how do we make that shift from fear to joy? It's not about getting rid of your phone. No way. It's about taking back control with a few simple but really powerful strategies. So let's build your action plan. First up, let's create some boundaries. Turn off all non-essential notifications. You know, the ones that aren't from actual people. Designate some phone-free times, like at the dinner table or for the first hour of your day. Move those super addictive apps off your home screen and into a folder. And if you want a real game changer, try switching your screen to grayscale. You'll be amazed at how fast your phone turns from a shiny toy into a boring tool. And here's a simple technique you can use in the moment. The next time you feel that twitch, that automatic urge to check your phone, just pause. Don't act on it for just 20 seconds. That tiny little gap is often enough to break the automatic habit loop and give your conscious brain a moment to step in and ask, wait a second, do I really need to do this, or is this just the loop talking? This right here is probably the most powerful mindset shift you can make. It's about reframing the entire story. You're not missing out on what's on your screen. You are actively choosing to be present for your own life, for your work, for your conversation, for your meal, for your own thoughts. It's not a sacrifice, it's an empowered choice. Ultimately, it all comes down to this. Your attention is one of the most valuable commodities in the entire world, and there is a constant trillion-dollar battle for it. When you realize that you're not just a consumer, but you are the product being sold, you gain the power to take back control and decide where you truly want to invest that attention. And that really leaves us with one final vital question. Knowing that your time and attention are finite, and knowing that your real life isn't happening on a screen, but right here, right now, what will you choose to be present for?